Happy morning, friends. Friends, we are going to solve the illustration number 15 today. Okay, so I would like to share the question with you. To study the relationship between the sales and the profit of a company, the following information is obtained for the last 6 years. They have given X indicate annual sales, Y indicate annual profits, and the amounts are available. They have given the data like in this way: N is equal to 6, sum of X 58, sum of Y 40, sum of XY 431, sum of X square 606, sum of Y square 316. Find the correlation coefficient between X and Y. My dear friends, we discussed the different situations of a Carnot-Pearson's method. We have 3 different formulas, and 3 formulas are used to be for the short questions. The first formula we discussed, that is R is equal to sum of X minus X bar, Y minus Y bar divided by first root of sum of X minus X bar square, other root of sum of Y minus Y bar square. Then we have to convert X into variable U and Y into V, and we have to use this one formula. R is equal to n sum of uv minus sum of u into sum of v divided by first root of n sum of u square minus sum of u whole square into other root of n sum of v square minus sum of v whole square. Now, whenever the numbers are small, at that time we cannot convert our variable into any kind of new variables. We use directly the variables, and the formula is R is equal to n sum of xy minus sum of x into sum of y divided by first root of n sum of x square minus sum of x whole square, the root of n sum of y square minus sum of y whole square. So now the information is available here we have. So simple thing is that after reading the question, we got the immediate idea which formula is to be useful here. So I would like to use the formula R is equal to n sum of xy minus sum of x into sum of y divided by first root of n sum of x square minus sum of x whole square, other root of n sum of y square minus sum of y the whole square. So n is available 6, sum of x squared is 431 minus sum of x 58 into sum of y 40 divided by first root of n is 6, sum of x square 606 minus sum of x 58 the whole square, other root of n is 6, sum of y square 316 minus sum of y is 40 the whole square. Now we have to use our calculator to get the situation. In the textbook it is available 2586 minus 2320 divided by first root of 3636 minus the square of 58, it is 3364 into other root of 316 into 6, it is 1896 minus 1600. Now the difference between two amounts 266 divided by the first root, it is 272 into other root, it is 296. So now at the end our answer is 0.94. My dear friends, every time I discussed or I revised with you that our answer is lie between -1 to +1. If it is near to 1, it is known as high degree positive correlation between the variables, as we have seen here. Dear friends, I discussed each and everything concept about the Carnot-Pearson method. So exercise 2.2 is homework for you. There are 15 questions and all are easy. Whenever you get confusion, you can call me or you have to see again my video of the illustrations. It's a request, you have to go to solve the exercise 2.2. It's homework, and whenever you have done, WhatsApp me that you have done your homework. Thank you very much. Friends, my motive is to complete the similar questions together. So instead of to discuss Spearman's rank correlations, I would like to finish each and every concept of Carnot Pearson's. So I would like to move myself to go the page number 101. There is a illustration 26. So my dear friends, I would like to discuss the solution of illustration 26 with you. Okay, the data in the illustration 26 is determine the value of the correlation coefficient from the following results, and the results are available in this way. Covariance of xy is to sx square is equal to 3:5. Then sx is to sy is equal to 1:2. And what they want? Find correlation coefficient. My dear friends, after seeing the information, we got the immediate idea that we have to use this formula. R is equal to covariance of xy divided by sx into sy. Okay, and what is the meaning of ratio? So all we know is that the meaning of ratio simply is division. So I would like to present in a simple form covariance of xy divided by sx square, it is 3/5. By the same way, here sx upon sy is equal to 1. My dear friends, can see here the concept. If I would like to use this one here, covariance of xy divided by sx square into sx divided by sy, what will happen? Sx and sx is cancelled. So in the remainder nothing is there, only covariance of xy. See here, sx and sx cancel because of it is sx square. Okay, or I would like to apply the formula covariance of xy divided by sx into sx into sx upon sy. So here sx and sx cancel. So what happens? Covariance of xy divided by sx into sy, which is known as R. Okay, so simply the product of these two things becomes our answer. It's very simple. Just you have to use your mind slowly and gradually. So I would like to represent myself over here that the solution from the below it is equal to 3/5 into 1/2. That is 0.6 into 0.5. Our answer is 0.3. So R is equal to 0.3, and all we know is that our answer is lie between -1 to +1. Sometimes you have to play with the formulas like in this way. Now, illustration 27. The following results are obtained from a bivariate data. So I would like to represent the data which is available here. N is equal to 10. Sum of x minus x bar, y minus y bar is equal to 72. Sx is equal to 3, and sum of y minus y bar square is equal to 160. Only this much information is available, my dear friends. So first of all, we have to think which formula are to be used here. See, according to this information, one formula we have to use this one, sum of x minus x bar, y minus y bar divided by first root of sum of x minus x bar square into other root of sum of y minus y bar square. Now check out which things are available. Sum of x minus x bar, y minus y bar is available, there is no issue. Then they have given sum of y minus y bar square, that means that this information is available, but they cannot given any single information about this. Okay, so we have to think how to get this information, or we have to use some other formula. So we have another formula, that is R is equal to sum of x minus x bar, y minus y bar divided by n into sx into sy. This one formula also we have. Okay, now sum of x minus x bar, y minus y bar is available. here we have n is available 10, Sx is available. Okay, now again a big question. This time they cannot given Sy. Okay, so we have two situations, and in both the situations we are able to get our answer. See, I would like to discuss with you one by one. Suppose I would like to use this formula. Suppose I would like to use this formula, so I have to obtain this amount by using this formula. Sx is equal to root of sum of x minus x bar square upon n. This is the formula as per our discussion. So Sx is available 3. Sum of x minus x bar square upon n amount is 10. Okay. How to cancel the root sign? The squaring other side. So it is 9 is equal to sum of x minus x bar square upon 10. 10 into 9 it is 90 is equal to sum of x minus x bar square. Okay. After getting this much amount, we are able to put the value here and get easily the answer. This is the first way. But I do not suggest you to use this one method. Instead of that, I would like to suggest this method to be used. My dear friends, after getting this amount 90, we are able to represent all the available value to get our answer. Now, I would like to use this one formula, and I suggest you have to use this one formula. Okay, now sum of x minus x bar, y minus y bar, it is 72. And we have 10 into Sx, we have 3, but we don't have Sy. So here 72 divided by 10 into 3, it is 30 into Sy. Now I have to use the formula to find out Sy directly. So formula to find out Sy, it is sum of y minus y bar square upon n. Directly, because of we don't have information of Sy, but we have sufficient value to find out Sy. But I don't like to calculate separately as calculations of Sy as I did about here Sx. Instead of that, I would like to put my calculation over here. Now 72 divided by 30 into 160 divided by 10. So 72 and 30 into 160 by 10, it is 16, and the square root of 16, it is 4. So now 72 divided by 120, our answer is 0.6. My dear friends, our answer is 0.6. That how to solve such kind of examples when they have given tricky information.